Now, when I joined ADM in 1989, I was 32 years old. And my base salary was $350,000 a year, but $500,000 startup bonus. I went out and bought a huge house, 13,000 square foot house, my first month working there. Filled the 8-car garage within a couple of months with 8 cars. Ferrari, 2 BMWs, 2 Mercedeses, had a Falcon 50 at my disposal, and I thought I was a rock star. I was addicted to success, the way the world defined success, and greed, and how big my house was, and what my title was, corporate vice president of the 56th largest company of the Fortune 500. So Ginger saw all these changes in me. She saw all of a sudden I had an addiction. And I said, well, the company assigned a mentor to me to show me how to do price fixing. We make millions of dollars on price fixing these ingredients. She said, well, how long have you been involved with this crime? And I said, for about 7 months. She said, Mark, I prayed about it, and God told me to turn you into the FBI. I don't know how many of you ever went to the FBI and told them you're stealing $1 billion a year. It's an interesting reaction. I could not imagine a decade in prison. I wasn't even willing to go 6 months. You can imagine how I was trying to process 9 years. I pulled my car in one of those garages. I had written a 17-page letter to my wife. I had written letters to all my kids, and I tried to kill myself. I didn't want to live. I became hopeless and helpless. And there was a man that read about it. His name is Ian House. And he said, Mark, prison's going to be the beginning of your life, and you're going to find your true purpose in life. And he had a study called Operation Timothy. I don't know how many of you heard of Operation Timothy. And I can remember telling Ian, I said, Ian, I think my mistakes are too big for God to ever forgive me. And we spent hours going through scripture saying, no matter what your mistakes are, God will give you a clean slate and God will forgive you. I was defining my life the way the world defines success. Large home, lots of cars, corporate jet, and I clearly learned that it never filled that, those materialistic things never filled that void, never.